This chapter is about how to store scene and chase. Press fixture button, pushing up the dimmer fader, then color fader. For example, we just made a red effect. How to store this effect in the scene fader? Press scene button. The flashing scene button means it is blank and no data is stored yet. Let's take a look at the content on the screen. The first option is the storage unit. The default is in store as a fixture. We can store all the current attribute state of this fixture in the scene fader. Press enter to switch storage unit as channel. We can store the activated attribute state of this fixture to the scene fader. Press clear. Select fixture, pushing up the second fader. And this fader corresponds to red attribute. The first fader corresponds to the dimmer attribute. We haven't activated the dimmer attribute on the first fader. Press the scene button. Select storage unit as channel. Then only the red attribute will be stored in the scene fader. Pull down the fader. Press scene button again to deselect. Press clear. Select fixture, pushing up the first and second faders. Press scene button. Press enter and switch record as fixture. The second option is mode equals 0. The default mode is 0. This mode represents the fixture without any special attributes. The fixture only has the attribute of light. Press enter to select mode equals 1. This mode has a 1 second fade in and fade out by default. Press enter to select mode equals 2. This mode means the value of the lighting channel will change with the position of the fader. For example, we just stored a red scene in channel storage unit. The value of the red will gradually change along with the fader. Press enter to select mode equals 3. This mode refers to the recovery to the default mode. When we pull down the fader, fixture's value will be reset and return to the default value of each channel. Press enter and switch to mode equals 0. Then press any flashing scene button. The scene just stored successfully. Press clear. Pull down the faders. Press this red button. Switch to playback mode indicator light is on. Then pushing up the fader. This is the scene we just stored. Press clear. Press this red button. Switch to manual mode. Indicator light is off. What is chase? Chase refers to different scenes superimposed on the same fader, such as the first cue is red color, and the second cue is green color, and the third cue is blue color, and the fourth cue is white color. Next, let's start storing the chase we just mentioned. Select fixture, pushing up the first dimmer fader, pushing up the second red attribute fader. Press chase button. Press any flashing scene button, such as 11. This chase information will appear on the screen. Now it's Q000, because we haven't stored any cue in the chase. Let's store the first cue. Press scene button. Select record as final step. Press enter to confirm the selection. Chase 11 change from Q000 to Q001. Pushing up the third fader. Press scene button. Select record as final step. Press enter. Becomes Q002. Pushing up the fourth fader. Press scene. Select record as final step. Press enter. Note, we must store the chase's cue when the chase button's indicator light is on. Then we can continue to operate. The fourth cue is white. Press scene. Select record as final step. Press enter to confirm the selection. When we have completely storing the chase, press chase again and chase's button indicator light off. Press clear. Press this red button and switch to playback mode, pushing up the 11th fader. This is the chase effect we just stored with for cues. These for cues are constantly running in a cycle. How to add a cue into this chase? Press chase button, then press on the 11th scene button. Press red button and switch to manual mode. Select fixture. For example, let's store orange color as 5th cue. Press scene. Select record as final step. Press enter to confirm the selection. After editing, press chase button again, then press clear. The above is about how to store scene and chase.